Welcome back to the CONCACRAP 2020 here in sunny Barbados, even though it's night time. We're here at Wildy Turf for Dominica versus Grenada in the final game of Group D. Well, it's not the final game, it's the
one
final
of the final two group games of Group D.
Yes. Here the players are walking out of the polystyrene tunnel. Plenty of fans here at Wildy Turf tonight. Plenty of tension in the atmosphere.
I've been given more $1.
And this is an inconsequential game, is it not?
I believe so. I mean, we really should have looked at the group situation, if you remember it. Dominican Republic are winning the group, and then Dominica are bottom, as far as I'm aware. They lost their opening two, I think. But obviously, Dominican Republic are the dominant team in this group, aren't they?
Yes.
Quite clearly 10 goals so far.
German.
7 conceded.
German one to watch tonight. Here we go.
He got a brace. He's got 3.
Underway here, Dominica kicking us off in the yellow and white and black kit.
Could have been so different for Dominica this tournament. I mean, they lost that first one 5-4, rip-roaring way to get back into the game, wasn't it? When they lost there, and a wayward pass, very wayward.
Gabriel's the one to throw. John
tried to win that one, trying to bulldoze his way through, and it's away now with Peltier, and he hammers it towards Wade, who got a terrific 4, I believe, in that opener.
Here's Wade.
There's Wade, such a danger man. No,
he didn't get any connection with that, did he?
Drive it home, but he wasn't able to do so.
Kind of a really bad toe poke, that one. Rubbish. Maybe outside of the boot, something like that, but it did not come off. Bit of a bald patch on his head. Wade. Who do we expect to win this one? Do you have a... Oh, well, here's Wade.
That is poor. They're given away.
It's given away.
Wade punishes them duly with a great strike into the corner of the net. Well, you're asking me who I expect to win this one?
I think Dominica now.
Well, Dominica have the upper hand. It's a positive start for them.
Goalkeeper, rubbish.
Goalkeeper
and
tried to find Aaron Pierre, but
Pierre was asleep to it, wasn't he?
Just didn't manage it. So back underway. Well, the other game will be Dominican Republic playing against the Turks and Caicos, and it was the Turks and Caicos narrowly beat. Well, they must have narrowly beat Grenada 1-0. No, they narrowly beat Dominica 1-0, didn't they? And a 5-3 win over Dominican Republic over Grenada. Now I remember the second match day results. We are, of course, going off the top of our heads because making notes is for chumps.
Oh yes, we've not got the notes actually today. The player names.
No, we're fully aware of the players now, I assume.
Yes.
Liam's cutting back and feeding it to Raquel Charles, who's been a bit of a bright spark. Wade, who he's kind of putting himself up as one of the top scorers, isn't he, with a fair flurry of goals, but unfortunately will be leaving us. So
when he dies?
Well, he'll be leaving us. Well, he'll leave us when he dies, but hopefully not for many years to come.
Raquel Charles. Bernard picks it up.
I must say the level of organisation in this particular tournament by the government of Barbados and the sports ministers has been exponentially brilliant, and really does put to shame the UK government for their handling of the recent crisis. I mean, this is how you do a football tournament, isn't it?
Wonderful.
For what we've seen, everything in place. So the coronavirus level is not particularly high, but that's testament to the controls that are in place.
Yep, Matthew Glover safer in Barbados than in England, probably.
Yes, and Belfon with the goal kick and chested down by Omar Beckles.
Still got a thriving tourism industry, Barbados, despite the restrictions on flying and
yes, and I think there's a fair few international fans who've come to this particular tournament.
Yeah, lots of them.
Well, a great award for them, isn't it, to get this particular tournament, and maybe one day we will see a Crap World Cup in the Caribbean. Wouldn't that be something? A pan-Caribbean Crap World Cup would be a dream for many of these countries.
George!
Of course, we're seeing a pan-Baltic tournament.
George!
Oh, and well directed over by Aaron Pierre there.
Took a shocking deflection.
Well, Dominica very much on top in this opening sort of half an hour of the game.
Frederick to thump this one into the box and nearly an own goal, but Belfon saw it.
I think he smartly directed that back into the goalkeeper's arms there.
Was it smart or was it luck? Bit of both.
Bit of both, yeah.
Williams drills one forward. Greatly dealt with.
Omar Beckles, who of course plays his football for Shrewsbury. Into Jamal Charles.
Jamal Charles, the guy missed a penalty.
He did.
German.
Tried an effort on goal and just
didn't have his balance, didn't have any power behind it, that shot. Worked well the position for German. Although he was, never going to score from there.
He was falling back. Goalkeeper had that covered very much so.
Easily.
Very comfortable for him.
Referee's given a free kick there and a yellow. What the?
Yellow card, unusual. Well, he's not impressed with that. Neither is the number 2 there. Well, he kicked him out. I mean, it's a bit poor, wasn't it, really, I suppose. John Brown will try and hammer this one towards the area, but hammer it out he will. Far more of an enthusiastic cheer than that deserved.
Sarcastic, perhaps, from the Dominica fans.
Yes, I believe so. Tried to feed it through, and it will be a free kick for Grenada.
It was cut out well there.
Another yellow for the man who was previously complaining, Williams.
Bit of a shambles.
Antonio German.
Let's see.
Felled. Hacked down in the middle of the...
He was dragged down. Will he waste this one, John Brown, like he did the last?
Well, we'll see, won't we? And and it almost...
It was a bit better.
Found a man, but now here Dominica can get away, and a smart little ball to Jervier, and dealing with that one is Grenada. And, they've got themselves into a bit of a quandary here, and
a weak effort in the end.
Belfon can claim. He is Romeo Frank, or Roma Frank, should I say.
Won by Raquel Charles. Goalkeeper does well, but it's gone in.
It's in. Raquel Charles. There profits of a mistake, much like the opener for Wade, and there's his guitar celebration again.
Beautiful.
He is delighted with that.
Yeah, the goalkeeper got a touch on it, but it didn't put it wide enough, did it?
I need to see this again from the goalkeeper, I think. So, the defenders just try to turn out there. The goalkeeper's come out. He's spread himself well. It's just unfortunate, really, I would say, not to divert that wide, because, there is an element of luck sometimes into diverting the ball behind.
And he rushed out there.
Yes, he spread himself really well. He's just...
Unfortunate with the deflection.
Yeah, it's just not landed right, has it? It took a bit of an age to go into the back of the net.
Celebrating the death of Eddie Van Halen there, or respecting the death with his guitar celebration.
Yes.
Recently
marking the recent death of one of the great 80s rock stars.
Rock gods. Frederick!
Godson, what a...
And they strike back instantly.
I mean, that really not even time for a breath there, and
it was straight off kickoff.
I mean, that was probably the fastest goal we've seen from the kickoff in the tournament so far, and Frederick with the finish. It's a fine finish. And was he your man? Was he my man? I have no idea.
Well, they often say, don't they, you're most vulnerable when you've just scored, something like that.
Yes, but how many times does it happen? It's a very rare occurrence for that to be a saying.
It is these days.
I mean, they're just not tracking him, are they, there?
Wonderful finish,
has the freedom of Bridgetown to just fire it home.
Fantastic, thunderous strike at the end of that play.
I mean, I like it when he works it into a position where he can half volley it in.
That is nice. Let's hear it, son. Let's have it.
So here we go. Grenada back underway. Must say I've been a bit disappointed by Grenada. They have some kind of football league stars in the team. They have a few professionals. I think a bit of pedigree. Could have done a little bit better in this tournament, I feel.
They do have the pedigree, yeah, but they don't seem to have the knack of the crap.
No, I think
we often see the best teams coming into the tournament that we expect to do well not do that well. Maybe
yes,
because they play a different style of football.
I mean, when we think about the likes of, are you thinking about Armenia in the Crap Euros, who we would have fully expected to be at the Crap World Cup, not even going to be there. Henrik Mkhitaryan mostly disappointing in that tournament. We've got sort of the AFCRAP, and I would have expected Zambia to go and win that tournament, or Ethiopia, but
what was the team with
neither did.
Yeah, the famous fella who used to play Adebayor, perhaps.
Togo, went out with the quarterfinals, didn't they? I mean, he did play reasonably well in that tournament, but again, so we will see them at the Crap World Cup.
Thank God for that.
I mean, we will see them at the Crap World Cup around. I'm just trying. I think 16 years after they were at the original World Cup. In the
what a fall from grace.
2006 World Cup. Of course, the fluidity of these crap tournaments is we will see teams that have been at World Cup tournaments competing. It's all based on how you did in the previous qualification campaign, and it'll all be determined by, again, another set of tournaments straight after the 2022 Crap World Cup. So the cycle will go on.
Marvellous clearance to end that half, and that about sums it up. So next half, we've got Grenada trying to finally get that goal.
Possession is fairly even.
Dominica have plenty more shots.
Yes.
But fairly even possession-wise.
Well, we're heading into the second half then.
A couple of yellow cards for Dominica they've got to be careful of. And yeah, we will just go straight into the second half. 2-1.
I mean, we do know some of the quarterfinals. Well, we think we know some of the quarterfinals that are lined up.
Well, we know the first two.
Who are you looking forward in seeing?
The host nation.
I think there's a lot more belief in the host nation at this particular tournament than there has been in the others, that they can actually go on and win this tournament. You think they will?
I don't think they will, but there's definitely a high chance that they could.
I mean, Mauritius they got to the semi-finals and came third place, but I think that was a bit of a surprise that they did that, Mauritius. It's not a massive nation.
I mean, Andy Sargent or Rake Sargent, whatever they call him these days.
Raheem Sargent or Rake Sargent, or
I think he could carry them. I think this is his year. He's in the prime of his career. He's the captain of his national team. It's their host tournament. He's a crap legend. I think he could do it, but maybe that's putting too much pressure on him.
Then you consider Moldova, who looked kind of good going into that quarter-final but lost 2-1, and Could it be 2-2? Well saved.
Did he leave that a bit late to shoot it? The angle was a bit awful there.
Goalkeeper
Worked it so well.
assessed the situation, got over well, denies him with his knee.
It's a corner though.
Indeed. We'll see how this goes for them now.
John Brown
Well won that header.
cleared well. Frederick finds Peltier. Running now, Peltier. Running like the wind.
Hasn't got a lot of pace,
He
has
doesn't have the pace, no. He's a centre-back, isn't he? Maybe a right winger. Never mind. Smith manages to get the ball away from danger.
Very unusual for a right back to be lacking in pace. Well, what on earth happened there?
Smartly won free kick because he lost the ball.
Cheaply won free kick.
Well, yeah. He had lost the ball and then just went down.
Ah, well, okay, I've seen it again.
It's not what you like to see, is it?
It's a bit of an elbow, isn't it? Into him there.
John Brown once again on free kick duties.
John Brown will try this one, and well held by Prince, and
A throw-in type throw from the goalie.
I think he's made a mistake doing that. And well, I think he just could have thrown it more properly.
Not got the finishing boots on this half of Dominica, is it? No, it's Grenada in the green.
Look at that, it's just like a chest pass in basketball. Some of these games have been like basketball, of course, with the free scoring.
They have.
More of a question of who can miss rather than who can score.
Lovely. Prince humps this one.
Try to flick that one on.
The ball didn't find its way through that stout back line of Dominica. Stout, I think that word is, not stout, isn't it? Stout defending.
Do you know what? I don't actually know. Both sound right to me.
They do,
when you
yeah.
said them. Stout. Astute. I don't know.
Solid. We'll say solid. Solid back
I mean,
line.
just use normal language.
Yeah, we'll use simpler terms.
It's always nice to use unusual words. You've got to test them out.
It is nice to explore vocab.
I think it is.
Picked up by Beckles. Driving into the box, Beckles. Shoots and throws!
What a great goal, 2-2.
He only had one thing on his mind when he picked that ball up, Beckles. The goal!
Well, they're absolutely chuffed with that. Who can blame them?
It's the equaliser. Not that that means anything.
Well, it may mean more than we think.
We haven't got a clue, have we?
It was a very big stretch. So Turks and Caicos are in 4 and both these sides are on 1, so a draw doesn't do anybody any favours. I think the goal difference needed to turn a little bit.
That felt to me like Fabian Schär against Burnley.
Depending on what's happening on the other game, I mean, Turks and Caicos might get themselves in hiding. Then one of these teams has a chance. So it all depends on what happens in the final sort of half an hour of this game or whatever's left.
Just drove into the box, Beckles.
But a draw doesn't do anyone any favours. I mean, he can be delighted with that, but they need to take the lead. That is essentially what needs to happen. And then they hope in the other game that it's a good old-fashioned drubbing for the Turks and Caicos Islands, which will of course see the end of Billy Forbes, if that were to happen. I mean, it is entirely plausible. I mean, we're not aware what's happening in that other game, but Dominican Republic are a quality attacking side. Possibly could roll over a team, couldn't they?
Lovely through ball for John Brown.
And he tried
missed
a
the goal.
smart. Well, I thought he was trying a smart finish, and maybe just could have put his laces through that one.
This ball here is fantastic. The pass.
It is. It finds him very well, but I mean, he even had the goalkeeper probably where he wanted him for that chip, but the placement was just lacking.
That was nice. Nice that we said that there at the same time.
Very much in sync.
Frederick. Oh, he gives away the free kick, Frederick. Beckles, the goal scorer, getting double teamed. Double lead penetrated. Not a fan of double penetration. Is James.
Oh, it sounds intense.
Oh, audible scream there from the pitch.
What will they do with it now?
It's a leg race. It's a leg race still. Smith comes away with it in the end.
Coming over with the force and vigour.
They just had to give away a throw in there. They couldn't deal with it. Could not deal with that attack for some reason.
Oh well, he's mugged him off, Raquel Charles. And they're free-flowing now with Jamal Charles, the former chief. Inside. Oh, what a technique!
That would have been unbelievable.
That would have been the goal of the tournament, without doubt. Antonio German with a audacious effort, to say the least. Look at this. Oh, my word, what a goal that would have been.
If only.
Oh, I'm a bit good as that didn't go in. So it's hammered forward, and George tried to meet that one, and well met there. Well met again, and Frederick will pick it up, the man who scored the second for Dominica. Tries to find the man who scored the first. And offside. Oh, what on earth? What on earth's been giving it?
Why are the crowd so...
My word, that was so enthusiastic for a simple offside. I thought
there was a red card coming.
Something had happened of major proportions. I mean, to be honest, it sounded like when the game's over, but there you go. Very unusual. Romeo Frank.
Here's Bertrand. Powerful Bertrand, but not got the precision. Frederick now out on his feet out there.
Couldn't pick that up there. And Will bounce, and Raquel Charles comes away with it.
Turns into danger, but found it here at his feet.
He has it now in the area. Turns out.
Good defending there, Bernard.
Bernard getting away, or Bernard, whatever you want to say. Is he French? Is he English?
He's
Dominican.
He's Dominican. Or is he Grenada?
Dominican, sorry, yes. Have they worked themselves into a position here?
Well,
lots more cheering again. Disgustingly scrappy. Disgustingly scrappy. Hammers it forward. A draw, of course, not doing anyone any favours.
No, both teams desperate to score, and in their desperation they seem to be wasting more opportunities than normal. Yes.
Maybe it's a tale of why these sides will be exiting this tournament. Real disappointment for Grenada, I think. As we say, they would have fancied their chances, and Wade,
his little bald head, couldn't.
The man with the very much receding hairline.
I learned a lovely trick today at the barber's to cover my receding hairline. It's a powder you put on your hair.
Will you be doing that?
I think I will be. It's magnificent stuff.
Is he a good barber then? What?
Well, he's only. He's
not of a Sando level.
Not yet. No, he's got a gentle touch though. Very much more gentle than Sando. Sando rips your scalp off.
Well, Sando, of course, retired from barbering.
Yes.
In a professional sense.
Turned into trouble there with George or whoever it was. Bernard. Given away.
Cheaply given away.
To Beckles. Lovely from Charles.
And Jamal
squared
Charles.
It to German. Will he get the shot off?
Oh, German! And a good save from the goalkeeper there. Oh.
Beckles. Another one.
Oh. Fancied his second of the game there, his brace.
That feels like the game there to me. That feels like the last chance.
I think both sides have put their worth into trying to get a win here, and they've ultimately cancelled each other out. Javon Prince down the field.
Into the 90th minute now, as we all know. The last minute of football game.
Wade sent wide.
Could this be it?
Fires it in and hits the post, and then comes out.
Oh, their dreams are dead.
Oh, that was right at the death. Wade could have.
How close could you be? Both teams
potentially sent them through.
Well,
there.
both teams know what's happened there. You can see the devastation.
They know that wasn't good enough. Well, it was an interesting game.
It was certainly entertaining.
I think it was actually, yes. Wade.
Quality lacking, but entertaining not.
I think we can see why these sides are exiting.
Yep. I mean, 2 of the goals came from goalkeeping errors or defensive errors.
Yeah, so that one was a defensive error, wasn't it? Well, goalkeeping error.
Both that one.
I think the lack of communication, and it's an opener, isn't it?
Yep.
And then
of course there was the deflection of the goalie that just looped in.
Yes, well, we'll see the chances. And
yep.
That was close there, and then German had an effort. Did he have a clear effort? Not particularly. Was never going in. Peltier booked, and rightly so. And then Williams was booked. Flurry of bookings from the official there. And then Raquel Charles profited with an equaliser. The first equaliser, that is. But then it was a quick goal back for Dominica. They got themselves back in the lead. Frederick with the effort. Put it into the back of the net. Dropped nicely on the half volley for him. Wade with the assist. Jamal Charles with an effort.
Not a great effort, but an effort nonetheless.
Yes, it was well saved at the ankle. Omar Beckles. It was a good goal, wasn't it, from Omar Beckles? Driving forward and driving into the back of the net. What a goal this would have been. What a goal that would have been. I have to say, I mean, the studio has become interested in these highlights.
I was just wondering why Smith's not responded to Fully this week.
Smith works away, doesn't he? He does shifts.
Oh, right, okay. So he can only do a few.
He must have had a flurry of shifts off, and then
I see.
He's back at work now, so I think I like the 12 that are involved this evening.
Yeah.
Right,
I was just wondering about my
grab myself a goal.
My shifted net was all I was worrying about.
Do you not want to do it? Pull in net?
Quite happy to. I just thought Smith might have 50-50 it with me, but he's not playing, so I'll just go the whole night. There we go. Full-time Wade is the man of the match. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that is fair, yes.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. He got an assist and a goal. That's
he's had a good tournament, hasn't he, Wade?
He has,
it's disappointing to see him exit. He doesn't really deserve it, but you've got to play with a number of different other players. Is that it?
Yeah, we'll see you for the next game. Next game's in 3 days, or the quarterfinals, whenever they are.
The quarterfinals starting Thursday evening.
So we'll see you then.